Hey everyone, it's Sumit. This is part 4 of my video, ceramic coating or paint protection film. I made 3 other videos yesterday, and this is my last final one for this series. So the objective of this video is to kind of give you some of the pros and cons and walk you through my process. I had the opportunity of working on this car for this past weekend, and I just thought I'll pick up the camera and walk you through the process. I do have 2 cars in front of me. One is with paint protection film all on the front, and then ceramic coating all around the back and on top of the paint protection film as well. This one we decided to go with only ceramic coating, no paint protection film, and I explained the reasons why we decided to do that in my earlier videos, so go and see that. So here's what I want to kind of give you that final kind of look and walk around, right? So in my first video in this series, when I have these both cars close next to each other, there's a big difference between the shine and gloss in this one and the shine and gloss of this. And mind you, this is a brand new car. This came off the truck 2 days ago. So now you can see I've put 2 layers down of the ceramic coating, and you can see this shine and gloss, right? It's kind of got that deep wet look, and it's still curing. I just got done with the second coat of the ceramic coating about 10 minutes ago. So I'm going to do a quick walk around, give you my impressions. I think it looks phenomenal. I think by the time it's all done, this will end up looking way better than this, because here I have to always, because I have paint protection film just here, and then I don't have it here. When this gets dirty a little differently compared to that, and I can always tell, maybe it's just me, but maybe others can tell as well, that the way this film gets dirty and the way just the paint, which is coated with ceramic, gets dirty is 2 different kind of dirty, right? And you can kind of tell there's a clear demarcation line over there. So here, of course, you got the looks. It's gonna have, oh my God, look at that shine. And it is shining now, right? I mean, look at the previous videos of this car before I did what I did, and it did not have this shine and gloss. So again, it's curing. It's gonna get deeper, and the shine and gloss is gonna pop a little bit more. But again, I'm gonna do a little up and close, just so that you guys can see. And this video series was just to kind of give you the pros and cons of each, not kind of bash anything one versus the other. Just kind of consideration, thoughts, what you should be looking at, what are some of the, kind of the cost components of each of those as well. So I kind of outlined that. Again, not trying to say one is right, one is wrong. They both are options, and are both very valid options that you should be considering if you're thinking about protecting your car, right? Okay, so now the knowledge piece of this. I said in my previous videos, you can tackle this at home. If you are someone who likes cars, someone who likes to keep things clean, but you're on a little bit of a budget, you don't want to take your car to a professional detailer, and you have sticker shock with either paint protection film or ceramic coating, do this at home. Trust me, you can do it. It takes a little bit of practice, yes, for sure, but you can do it. I'm gonna walk you through the process of what I did with this car. And it's a pretty simple, straightforward process. I think it costs about maybe $200, $300 to get started. And that's just worth of products. The biggest kind of factor in all of this is the machine, the buffing machine, right? So if you have a buddy or a friend that you know that has one of these, go ahead and borrow these from them. So that's what I mean by the polishing machine. If you have to buy one of these, it's gonna cost you, maybe $150, $250, even upwards of that. So that's the big variable cost of doing this work yourself. If you know somebody that has one of these machines, go ahead and borrow this from them, okay? Okay, how do we start? First, wash your car. Wash your car. If the weather is nice outside, you have access to a pressure washer, go ahead, wash your car. If you don't have access to a pressure washer, no worries. Get a lot of towels, get 2 buckets, put a rinseless wash in the bucket, have some mitts ready, and go for it, right? Walk around the car, clean Do not use a dirty towel back on the car. Keep throwing them aside and then you can wash them later. Once you've got your car nice and clean, take that same rinseless wash. In this case, I used our own Luxury Microfibers Revive. Put it in a can, right? Put it in a can like this. Have a different dilution ratio for it and put it in a sprayer like this, right? So this one you can tell is a little bit more concentrated. And the reason I have that is because I have all the dilution ratios on the back of this, right? So this is what I use as a rinseless wash. And I have all the dilution ratios, what you should be using and how you should be using it. So now we're gonna attempt to use it as a clay lube. So take this, take some clay, you get automotive cleaning clay, spray this liberally on all the painted surfaces and even glass, and then take your clay bar and go over your paint and your other surfaces like this with a clay bar, right? And you will see the clay bar is attracting all the dirt and it's pulling those items out from your paint. So when you're done, your clay bar will look something like this, right? So it's a little dirty. This was a new car, so it didn't have that much dirt, but it had little dirt that it kind of pulled out, right? So in your case, if you're working with something that's a little older, you might pull out a lot more dirt. So keep making this into a ball and then flattening it out like a small pancake and use it over your hands and keep going. I used a fine grade because I don't need something more aggressive. But if you have a car that's a little older, may have some oxidation, dirt build up on it, you can use a medium grade as well, okay? So once the claying is done, that's called decontamination. You can use an iron remover. That process is called chemical decontamination. In this car, I did a little spray on the panels over here just to see if there is any iron contaminants on the body, and there was none. So there was no need for me to take iron remover, something like an Iron X or something like that, and walk around the car and spray that and remove the iron from it. So once you have all of that, wipe the car dry. I use the sucker towel. Again, I keep saying these names. Some of the stuff, actually most of the stuff is available on the website, which I will link in the description below. Wipe the car down completely, then you gotta polish. Polishing is very, very, very important. Give this some time, give it some, slow down when you're doing polishing, right? Because polishing is what gives you that shine and gloss, right? Once you put the coating on top of it, you will not have an opportunity to shine it beyond what polishing does. So again, you pick the polish of your choice. I showed in my previous video some of the polishes I use and considerations. But again, I used, in this case, a polishing pad that was just a finishing pad. Very nice finishing pad. Again, we make this as well at Luxury Microfiber. And just polish, take your time, one panel at a time, polish, wipe, polish, wipe, polish, wipe, and go around the car, right? Now, once you have polish on the car, it's important to get all the oils and the things that are in the polish out. So your paint needs to be squeaky clean. So you got to use something like this, like a Duplicolor grease and wax remover. Spray this on the towel or spray this on the car and then wipe and buff it off. So what this will do is this will take any oils, any other components that is left behind by the polish, it'll take those out from the paint. So you get your paint to absolutely virgin state, which is going to be the perfect state for it to pick up and absorb the coating. Then we get on to coating. Coating is when the cleanliness process starts. Once the coating process starts, make sure you're in a covered area. Make sure you have a temperature that's not too low, not below 50 degrees. Make sure you're not working in the sun. And try not to open the garage door, because believe it or not, when you open the garage door, there are things that fall on the car. I don't like that. Again, I'm a little particular, so you can be the best judge of your particular situation. If stuff falls on your car, not the end of the world. Take a nice soft towel and just dust it off, right? Take your time with coating, one panel at a time. Apply the coating. I do have a video of how to apply ceramic coating on the car, and then wait 8 hours, do another coat, wait another 8 hours, and then put a topper on it. So as you can tell, this is a weekend kind of a process. It takes the entire weekend, but once you're done with this, then you're done, right? And then you have what it takes to be completely protected. And trust me, this is a lot of work, but once you put it down, the maintenance and the care becomes so easy. You just basically just, take a rinseless wash and put it in this pump sprayer, spray it on the car, all the dirt kind of falls down, mop it up with a towel, put a topper or layer if you want to for protection, otherwise you're good to go, right? So yes, it is an investment of time, it's a little investment of money, but do it yourself. So that's the steps: wash, clay, use your iron remover if you need to, polish. Polish can be, what I forgot to mention, can be a one-step polish or a two-step polish. I can typically get away with a one-step polish 90% of the time, right? It's a combination of which polish you use and which polishing pad you use. Then remove all the oils of the polish with a grease and wax remover, and then put the coating down, let it cure, put another layer down, let it cure, put a topper, and you're good to go. I hope you found this helpful. If you have questions, let me know. I'm always here, happy to help you, happy to answer any of your questions. I do have a few kind of demonstration videos of how to do stuff. Take a look at those as well. But if this is what you're looking for, this end result, this kind of shine and gloss, it's possible. You can do it as well. Give it a shot. You will not be disappointed. And if you make a mistake, you can revert it back. It's not something like, you've done. You can go back. You can, if for example, you did something that doesn't look right to you, you can take a polisher and you can polish it off and you can start over again. All right. Thank you for watching, and have a good holiday season, and I will see you soon. Thank you.